Alright, so I have, this is the dough that I made 2 hours earlier. I have to divide it in half. And then, because I'm just going to make two 12-inch pizzas. And half of it will go back in the bowl, and we'll just rest until we're ready for the second pizza. I'll make it more roundish first. And it did not dry out because of the plastic. Get that out of the way. And now this starts out kind of almost square, and I have to pull it into a round shape. And I'm just going to try to get it as thin as I can with a kind of a thicker edge. And it's okay to flour the board here a little if the dough's too sticky. This, because we're in such a dry climate, the dough comes out a little drier here, and I forgot about that. I should have added a little more liquid to the dough, possibly. Anyway, this way it doesn't stick as much. So I don't really need to flour the board. It's kind of helpful not to do that. And then this comes out to the shape fairly quickly. I can't make it bigger than the peel because we only have, I think the peel is supposed to be 14 inches, but it's really more like 13 and a half or 13 3/4, so it will not hold a 14-inch pizza. So next I have to get this in place. And
what about olive oil?
No, I'm sprinkling semolina flour on the peel first.
Yeah.
And I'm going to move the dough to the peel. And whatever falls through, I'll scrape up and put back in this bowl for the next pizza. It doesn't matter. So I think this is about the right size. And it should slide easily. Oh, my dryer's done. Has my aprons in it. So this is going to have a thicker edge crust than the other ones, but that's okay. And first thing that goes on, oh, you know, I need a spoon for the sauce. We're using
Is this big enough?
Yeah. This is shrinking, it seems. I'll try to pull it back out. You can always hold it down with your hand. We'll just make sure that it still slides. Okay, I don't want to press any more on it because it's got to slide. I think that'll slide. And then I just put olive oil, and I spread this around the back of the spoon just so it's. I didn't put any olive oil in the dough. I only put it on top of the dough. It can make the dough burn if you have oil in it. And today I'm just using a sauce from a jar. Which I was watching Julia Child earlier, and she used tomato sauce, but she said it was from a can. It was probably from a jar, but she said can, and she thought it was okay to use canned tomato sauce. I think I don't remember what she put hers on. I think it was potato pancakes, which I thought was odd. And I just want a thin, I don't want too much sauce because it'll, so that's almost too much. Take this off. I don't want having the oil on also helps to, I'm going to sprinkle, this is a little bit of oregano. I like to put a tiny bit of oregano on it. Although the main things, and these are some cayenne chili flakes that I grew, and some cayenne that I grew and dehydrated. And then I chopped them up to use like this. That's probably enough. And then I should have, this plant we've had for a little while, and I I put it in a pot. We bought it at the grocery store and it had roots, so I thought I'll just put it in a pot and it will last longer. It was, the instructions from the grocery store said just to put it in water, keep it watered, but I thought I might as well plant it and see what happens. It didn't, the leaves I'm getting now are very small. I guess it's because it's winter. And so I'm not going to expect too much more from this pot. We'll have to speed this up when we edit it, because this is, I could have picked these leaves ahead of time too. I don't know. It would be taking me so long to do this. But the fragrance of these leaves is very nice, even though even though it's kind of a, well, I don't know if it's an old plant, but we've had it for probably at least a month, I think, maybe more than a month. No, it's more than a month. But it's the kind of thing that they expect you to use within a week, and so we've kept it a lot longer than it would normally. This is mozzarella cheese that I already sliced. This is the last ingredient that I have to put on it before it goes on the grill. The grill should be, the oven should be hot by now, don't you think?
Go check it.
Yeah, check the oven and see what the temperature is. I like to have, I want the oven to be 930 degrees in the back, so it will cook very, very quickly. But I think last time he turned it down too much and it was slightly less, but it still cooked pretty quickly. If it's over 900, then it will cook in 1 minute, and if it's like 800 or 850, well, 800 or 825, then it might take as much as 2 minutes to cook. It's still fast, but faster is better, especially since we're able to turn the pizza quickly. Well, what does it say?
Over 900.
Well, okay. Well, then you can turn the camera off, and then we'll take this outside.
Okay.